Welcome all, and welcome to the Phoenix Dota League. My name is Fennec, and I'm a bit rusty, I'm a bit tired, but I'm bringing you 25% taxed versus just one more Rosh here in the Australian Intermediate Division. 25% taxed on the Radiant side with 25th pick, or 24th pick, excuse me. Just one more Rosh first pick on the Dire side.
10 seconds remaining.
Earthshaker, Invoker, and Monkey King thus far banned by 25% taxed, as just one more Rosh has banned the Magnus and the Nature's Prophet. Interesting to see these kind of bans come out in middle MMRs.
Dire team ban.
A lot of the times comfort does take priority over so-called meta picks, but unfortunately I don't know too much about the meta picks at the moment other than Earthshaker and Invoker are heroes that the mid that I do pubs with tends to pick. Either way, it's the Marcy opener for just one more Rosh. Most likely in that support role.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
This is a little bit scuffed. It's a little last minute, so please forgive me for anything not so untoward. I'm actually going to head to the intermission screen real quick because I forgot to do something in my settings. I will be right back. Please excuse that. Had to change to my casting config because I forgot to do that. Because it's been a while. Either way, it's the Witch Doctor. 25% taxed. Good to see Juggernaut and OD banned away by just one more Rosh, and a Vengeful Spirit ban on 25% taxed. That is a hero that I play quite a bit in offlane. And Pro Tracker has her most commonly in offlane right now, but obviously can be played support, and a lot of times is more comfortable as a support for a lot of teams and a lot of players.
5 seconds.
Hello, my American friend.
Hello, Aegis. Thank you for joining. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to stream this game to Discord for you because we are already in the draft.
I'm in the lobby. Why? I mean, not in the lobby. I mean, I'm on the...
Yeah, but I'm in the lobby.
Do you not have delay?
I have delay on the stream.
5 seconds.
Oh, normally what people do is to be able to interact with chat, they just wait for the lobby, like not, you know, like casters aren't in the lobby. They want.
I know what you're talking about. I typically cast from within the lobby, so
I see.
That would.
It's okay.
You know, it just is how it is. I mean, that's typically what happens in a lot of NA leagues, to be honest. So
yeah. I'm a big killer and hater. So just know this cast is going to be super biased from me.
Understandable. Either way, Pangolier being picked up by 25% text with Shadow Shaman. Rounding out the support picks for just one more Rosh. They've got the Death Prophet picked up as well.
5
I feel
seconds
like the
remaining.
DP is a little bit early because you have to like DP is like a really big like can be countered hero, so like the Ursa response is really nice.
Yeah, I do like the Ursa end of this.
Did you announce link for your cast?
Did I post links? Yes, I did.
Seconds remaining.
Oh, you're multicasting. Okay. You're multi-platforming.
Yes.
Nice.
I am in fact streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. YouTube at a higher bitrate because YouTube is a better platform than Twitch, and I will continue to say that until the day I die. But
Nice.
either way,
Or it changes.
it does not change. YouTube is just a better streaming platform. But either way, gonna be the Dawnbreaker for 25% text. So either they have yet to pick.
The big issue I see is that okay, like obviously one more Rosh has it's like you need to pick DP in the DP draft, right? So like DP is like we need to. It's kind of like protect one in a way, but like not by choice, but because inherently the hero is just so strong in that way. And the Pango in this game, it might be shot. It could either be the mid or the support, right? Like that's the nice flex about the Pango. But then the problem with Pango support is that, like, okay, it trades very well, like as a +4 or +5 with the shield crash facet, and the roll is nice. For obviously just having roll as a team fight spell is really good. But then, with DP, so Pango is magic immune during the roll. But then if the DP ult is on, you kind of want to lock down the DP for Ursula to be able to like hit her, right? But the issue with that is that okay, the Pango could just straight up die to the DP ult because of the mass damage that it does, like in an AoE without her actually having to hit you. So like just be like inherently okay, you wanna stick on top of the DP with your roll, but you're dying to the DP also with a roll. If you're a support, when you're a core, it's a different story. But yeah, and they have really good responses in a way for this Marcy Shadow Shaman Go in the form of the Dawnbreaker already. Yeah, they
Lifestealer delivery on the Mercy though.
I think the issue with the Lifestealer really is that like okay, like Lifestealer into Ursa, Lifestealer loses. Like if Lifestealer is not ahead in terms of items and gold, obviously the Lifestealer can also sustain the Ursa by hitting other people. But in the carry to carry matchup, I really don't like drafting like unfavorable carry to carry matchups, especially when you already see the Ursa. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but I guess the thing is, it's a favorable lane for Lifestealer into the Dawnbreaker, I'd have to imagine. Right?
True.
Just general Lifestealer into strength heroes, he does like that. But
it's just it's not as one-sided as one would think, because Dawnbreaker like just the spells just do so much fucking damage that like okay, Lifestealer is the kind like I really want to lane against a strength hero that does a lot of chip damage. Okay, Centaur War Runner, Mars, right? But then Dawnbreaker is like, okay, you press rage, I press my Q. What do you do now? It's like, right? You want to hit me with your rage? Okay, I'm gonna, and then like if the Witch Doctor, who I'm assuming is the +5, like goes through the portal and does like a sideline gank, it's like very feasible for this Lifestealer to die. You want to pick Lifestealer in lanes where you're like effectively immortal, like because you want to sit there again. The concept of the heroes, you want to sit there for the longest amount of time possible. I'm confused by this axe ban on the side of 25% tax. You already have the Dawnbreaker. Why would they ever pick the axe?
10 seconds remaining.
yeah, I think they just want to secure the lane for the Ursa. They already banned the Razor as well. Which, to be fair, I think this is a very favorable Razor game, just in general, with both Ursa and Dawn and Pango showing. But I actually banned out Pretty much the only two range 3s that people actually play right now, the Razor and the Vengeful
Venge.
Spirit.
But Venge into Ursa is also kind of ass, honestly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If it were me playing, like, I'm comfortable taking, you know, something like a Dazzle or a Wyvern or like a Leshrac or something, because I play oddball picks in 3, right?
Yeah.
Into the Ursa, but none of those picks are very good right now, and I don't think anyone really plays
What I really want
them.
to see on the side of 35% tax is uh, like you put this Pango 4, and then you pick like a really, really strong.
Pick.
They go for the puck, so it'll be
Yeah,
the Death
basically
Prophet
the
3 into the Ursa lane. I
Yeah.
think that's a bit of a
That's
mistake.
not, that's not. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Like DP into Ursa, like Ursa cries to that. I think
I
because of
I
the
feel
the
like
height, the
that's
stuff.
10 seconds
I feel like that's
remaining.
theory, but Death Prophet doesn't have a whole lot of good ways to kite the
5
Ursa,
seconds remaining.
which I
But
think.
Marcy has picked me up. Marcy has picked me up.
You're right. With the Marcy in that lane, I think you're probably right. It's
Yeah.
better. It's just like personally, I don't love Death Prophet in the Ursa matchup, like in a vacuum, as someone who occasionally plays it.
understand.
But
Sure, but then eventually, like even on offlane DP, you end up getting this Yules, which either for yourself or for the Ursa is really good, and then you end up getting this BKB, which sure it's gonna be cancelled by Basher, right? But then if you have like Yules, like there is a world wherein that's
Okay.
a nice Nyx assassin mid pick. Or is it Nyx? No, it's Pango mid, Nyx 4. Okay, that's okay.
I think it's a good next game, though. I have an agreement with you. Right, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Pango into the puck is not bad. It's not bad at all. But then, yeah, I don't know. I think like the Nyx plays really nicely with the Dawnbreaker, because they don't have any Dawnbreaker answer, and then the Nyx can just find people for the Dawn Ags, which does so much damage. And then, I think really the main issue is that okay, it's like if the side of one more Rosh like decide to death ball, it's like okay, Massive Serpent Ward, DP ulti, Lifestealer like infest into the DP to keep her alive, right? Or the puck like gank, everything. It's like it's just rough, right?
Yeah. I will say
But then-
25% tax has very good pick, right? They have the next on combo.
Yeah, Nyx Dawn combo, Ursa Blink Dagger, Basher eventually, BKB, like
Yeah.
Nullifier. Like it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. It's
Yeah,
just that,
I mean, really, it's just whether or not they can kill the DP in a side lane, right?
correct.
Like, DP's gonna do DP3 things, right? Just constantly pushing the waves, so gonna have to potentially catch her out a bit, I think, in order to make this comp work. Which, grant you, with Nyx Assassin and Dawnbreaker, it's not impossible to do that.
And in what I really like
Prepare
actually
for
about
battle.
the more and more I think about it on Dire Draft is that because the DP is gonna like okay, you have two supports that want to play with the 2 and 3, right? You're shifting so much pressure away from towers and stuff that the Lifestealer just simply has a free lane, like by virtue of map split, which is like an interesting concept.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really fucking hate this killer guy. Like, guy's an animal. Anyway.
yeah. Lifestealer, I don't know. Like, I feel like in theory you can maybe like it definitely is a good lane, right into the
Because
Dawnbreaker.
like what's the because like the only thing that I can see that could be a problem, right, is that eventually okay, Lifestealer wants to sit top. DP's gonna pressure bottom. They're definitely Dire should definitely take the first tier 1 tower, right? But then if the Ursa shifts top to deal with the Lifestealer, like the rage TP out is a little bit more sus against Ursa rather than any other hero. You know what I mean? If it's like Jug or whatever, like Drow, it's like whatever, right? Rage TP out. But then on Ursa against Ursa, it's like kind of rough. Yeah.
Yeah,
30 seconds to battle.
just the damage you get from the Fury Swipes and the Overpower. Quite difficult to get away with just a TP, even if he doesn't have a basher yet.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking a look. That's Marcy. Did get the Orb of Frost, so it'll be an Orb of Corrosion start, I believe, for the support.
Oh, I wonder if they see. Maybe they see the ward.
Top runes. And things are definitely seen. Pushing down on a low ground, rune taken by Pretzel. Forgus and Pretzel trying to run away. Cask only lands on a Forgus. Or shock forward from Exercise Enjoyer. We got a stun with the Nyx, and this should be an easy first blood. Goes over to Kidnap Van.
What? You're in game, right? Can you click on the Marcy? What does Marcy have? What fast does Marcy have? Pick me up. Why did he just cast it? Why doesn't he just cast it at the life stealer? he dodged the coconut. Walk back towards your life stealer. Pull him away. Like, hello?
Yeah, not amazing start, but still. 3 runes
First blood for
first blood.
3 runes. First blood for 3 runes.
Pretzel in trouble. Rebounds in, gets a 2-man stun. Now cutting out of the way is Kidnap Van. Dino Cat getting some free damage. If he gets another impale on Pretzel, this could be a bit dicey for the Marcy. They are just trading auto attacks.
And then this Marcy is also going to be dead no TP. Let's not forget.
Plants a tree and eats it, as you do sometimes. Oh, we'll take a look mid. Puck and a Pango. Puck sitting 4 and out of the Pango 4 and 0 as well, so pretty even thus far. Wave shift in bot side though. Exercise Enjoyer and Calpy setting 5 and 2 to the 4 and 1 Death Prophet. Alright, you know, as the point Furious swipes, waiting for the point and overpowers, the Shackles gets in on a Calpy. Meanwhile, top side.
Trading Shackle.
Impel on a
trading
Pretzel. He's level 2, but he held the point, so finally goes that Mind Flare.
Fighter doesn't really do much this lane. Like, zeros.
Yeah, I think that's the unfortunate thing about the Nyx Assassin lane, is that just Nyx doesn't do a whole lot in lane, typically. Right,
And you don't wanna put it 5 either.
Yeah.
But it is kind of owning this Marcy, like in terms of stat check right clicks.
Yeah. Oh, bot side. 10 and 1 Death Prophet.
Damn. The DP lane going way better than I expected. Well, actually, no, just as I expected. Like, it's good. Hey! Marcy dies.
Oops. Dropped a glass on the floor, it did not break.
Lucky.
Hey,
DP dying, Maledicts.
bot side. Maledicts should just get the kill here. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. A little bit overextension. He was like, "Oh, my CS is so good, guys. My CS is so good."
Well, that point's on the overpower. I don't know, right? Like, I think the Shadow Shaman being the 4 here probably makes it a little bit harder for the Death Prophet in this lane.
Yeah.
Instead of the Marcy. Especially with the Witch Doctor here, right? Like,
it's like, it becomes hard, like the kill. Like, you can't kite out of the Maledict shit.
yeah. This is the reason I don't love the Death Prophet in this lane. Like, as a pos 3 player, I think in theory most range position 3s are happy to lane into an Ursa, but in practice, right, Exercise Enjoyer just having actually a pretty free lane.
Most position 3s are happy to lane into an Ursa.
Go ahead, what did you say?
Is that what you said? You said most
I said most
are...
like range position 3s are happy to lane into
okay,
an Ursa, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
And I think the DP is doing well. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean it's not going terribly, right? But it's definitely not. I think the start that you want on the DP. Again, it's just I think
the Dawnbreaker is struggling against the lifestealer though in terms of assets.
Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected in this lane. I think Denokat's doing a good job on the next assassin and keep the Marcy at bay, but unfortunately, you know, Kidnap Van, you just lose every single trade you take with a lifestealer at this stage. So yeah. Only 1 point in the open wounds though.
But the thing that I was gonna say is that like I'm surprised that this Death Prophet has as much CS, is like keeping up or in fact beating the Ursa in terms of
in
CS.
trouble. The Maledict lands.
Then again,
Got a
though,
Spirit Siphon though. Extra damage. Exercise Enjoyer doesn't have a point Earth Shock, or I should say
Yeah,
Earth
it's
Shock's
okay.
on cooldown, so Skinner Belly will stay alive. Yeah. No points in the overpower yet, so you can't really burst down and let Maledict take care of it for the time being. They'd go the second point in Fury Swipes at level 3.
Hammer, hammer.
Headline meanwhile, not a whole lot.
Like just even. I
This is
think
pretty
your mid's
low.
really,
Maledict's on the kill area, and Skinner Belly
dead.
gets
Ursa
the
dead, Ursa
stun in from Killair, and with the Spirit Siphon, getting that Q off,
Yeah.
gets the kill.
That's what this is what I was expecting. Like Ursa tries to go in.
Top
and
side
then
though,
you
Dino
hold
Cat in
yourself-
trouble. Oh my god, nice impale, gets the kill. He's there in the shadows to heal up. Triple hand on all Forges. Level 4. Kidnap Man. 10 stack 6. Dino Cat lands the Impale and the Mind Flare, but Forgus tanks it up pretty effectively. TP coming in from Pretzels. Calby finds Skinner Belly bot side. With the AUS. I believe
all
that was
of
Melodic
is
kill.
pressure for- The Ursa is struggling. I would not want to be 21 CS at 6 minutes.
No one would be that either. Going on Forgus again. Pretzel disposes of Dino Cats. Forgus comes in. Takes him off the
This could be a
rebounds.
good-
Getting some damage with the
could be a
open
good
wounds, but
thing.
Kidnap Van
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hits him 3 times with a hammer. Dino Cat gets the kill. Love Grenade onto Pretzel. They're going to try to kill this Marcy as well. She does have Dispose Up, but no rebound for another 4 seconds.
If you have another round of spells on Dawn, I think this Marcy can die. Yep.
And Pretzel.
Called it. Called it.
If we take a look at net worth,
Oh,
I mean, even then, Exercise Enjoyer ahead of Lifestealer slightly in farm. So, you know, not super happy in terms of the last hits, but I think this lane is going pretty alright for the Ursa.
yeah. It could have been better. I think it could have been better.
Definitely.
But-
Again,
you just-
I think like in a vacuum, I think Death Prophet is definitely one of the more difficult range position 3s to take into an Ursa. Just because she doesn't have the ability to kite, and unlike Razor, can't just remove most of his damage early. Nice Dream Coil on 2. TP's coming in from the rest of the team. Kidnap Van moves in, gets a triple lander, but disposed by Pretzel. In comes the beat though, as Certified Turtle ends up taking down 1 kill. Puck trying to dive up onto the high ground to get Kidnap Van, but he was staying low ground as Forgus still setting level 5. Closer Orb, not going to win your towards it though.
He didn't want the suicide for the. He did not want the suicide for the Dawnbreaker kill. Puck gets a rune though.
And it is the
That's the
shield
thing
rune,
about,
the most broken rune in the game.
That's the nice thing
bot
about
side.
making these proactive.
I saw an Exercise Enjoyer. Claire. What's that with the Maledict? Skinner Belly. Takes him with the Spirit
I really
Siphon,
feel like
gets
the
him out of
issue,
way.
the issue that Ursa had this game was he spent way too much resources trying to kill early, and then he did not buy raindrops. Like, I know that you're meant to rush phase boots, but the no raindrops and the no regen is like dude, like look right now, you're so cucked. It's like, okay, I'm saving 300 gold for my Chronocopia, and then what?
Raindrops. And you know what, one of my pub stack is in fact a Raindrops Enjoyer. So,
Raindrops, or it's one of the best. It's one of the best items in the game. I swear. Like the efficiency for the damage block, it's like crazy. Especially against his DP, no? It's like
I do think it's good Raindrops. But yeah, it's, you know, I think this lane's actually
he
doing
can die like
pretty
right
well for
now.
the
He can
DP.
die right now.
Oop, Exercise Enjoyer doesn't quite get the kill, but I think he has to either fair out regen or just go back to
not like-
base. Meanwhile, Smoke from
Oh,
Killair and
oh.
Pretzel with an infest on a Granite Golem. They find the next assassin. Should end up going down with the Solar Guardian. Gets interrupted. Does not finish up. The Certified Turtle comes out with the Rolling Thunder. Pretzel should go down here, and they might be able to get Killair as well. So trade to 2 supports for 1, even with the mini
Radiant's middle
self
That's not good.
shallow grave that stays alive. An Aeon disc, that's what I meant to say.
The problem is though, is that Ursa jungling. not, not something you want to see. But I mean, part of the course, right? DP lane, part of the course.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah.
I really feel like the move, instead of this smoke to top, I really feel like the move that they should have made on Dire is like Lifestealer infests and then tries to go for this Ursa bottom instead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Ursa's so low, you infest the creep, you go through the portal, and then you fucking like just pop it and then run at his face. No?
I am right with you. I do
Radiant's
think
bottom tower is under attack.
going for
And then it's like, why would you make a play towards top when the Lifestealer is like okay, sure, Lifestealer is level 6, right? But are you sure you want to play with that rather than the fucking Exorcism bottom? Like, no?
and I'm right with you. Going for the Exo makes sense. Can't coming top side. Should be a dead Dawnbreaker. 37 seconds into ult. There's the Dream Coil. Infest Bomb. Unable to get the stun as was silenced, and Kidnap Van ends up going down to Fortress. Meanwhile, bot side, the Death Prophet uses the Exorcism, forces the Rage off of the Ursa. Death Ward, though, does a bit of damage as she is maledicted as well. But into the portal comes Vorpor.
The problem with this is that, okay, you're making this play on DP, like, cool, EXO, everything, right? Like you force Glyph, okay, sure, but then your team's not with you, and then how this becomes really hard.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, buddy.
Winning Rifts.
Oh,
Nice dispose, and down goes the Ursa. Gonna try to stay alive for a little bit longer. Turns around on the Marcy with that Solar Guardian doing just enough. I kill both supports. Also, I'm not gonna be taken by the buck there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Interesting. Weird setup. I really think Shaman, like, yeah. Weird setup.
This has Enjoyer. Meanwhile, getting towards the battlefield, about 550 gold. Until they've gotten that.
And another thing we have to consider also is the timings, right? It's like Ursa hits his Battle Fury and then gets Blink at like 15, like 16 or so, and then Lifestealer is what, farming Radiance. It's, yeah, kind of rough. And then
Yeah,
what's really nice
sometimes
is
that's
that
all
this,
you need to do as a Lifestealer, though, is farm the jungle.
yeah. What's really nice is that this Ursa timing is also really gonna line up with this Dawnbreaker's timing as well. And then Pango, like throughout the entirety of the game, will always be useful simply because of roll.
Yeah. I think going for the Diffusal Blade first item, pretty common. RIP to the 4-way swashbuckle from Aghanim Scepter.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You will be missed, gone but not forgotten. Big Serpent Ward used by Kalaris. TP comes in from Calipy. Also the Death Ward available. Swashbuckle forward on Nicolar. Gets some damage as they glyph to stay alive. Now there's TP coming in. This one from Dino Cat. Goes ahead. Should be able to get this kill with a Mind Flare, and does. Divide Turtle ends up getting the kill credit as it continues to roll in with a Rolling Boulder. In comes the Solar Guardian. You didn't want to do that, Pretzel! And Skinner Belli goes down. Not sure what you're doing trying to go back into that with the Solar Guardian being used, but
Radiant's top
ends up
tower is
losing
under
the position 3 for it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
14 kills with 3, 2k to 0. I feel like it's time to play a certain game. Shall we say, Guess the Gaben? Which, I don't know if you've actually watched my streams or not, or you've heard about the mythical game, but I'm going to ask you to guess the Dota plus win probability without looking.
80% Radiant.
80% radiant. You're almost sitting 53% radiant, actually. And it's only 2k gold laid up 15 minutes in the game, so not
Yeah, but I'm looking at like,
insurmountable by any means.
I'm looking at like the timings and shit. But I mean, I guess in fairness, like this Pango is like, holy, why is he so poor? He has 2 kills, everything, but he's so poor.
Does the defusal right? Pretzel. Push up on the high ground. The defusal slow being used. The maledict as well. Swashbuckle. Pretzel. Does not see a Rosh. Uses the unleash. Certified Turtle uses an illusion ring to dodge out some of the Marcy damage and gets the kill.
Dead as shit. Small ancient stack. We don't care. What's Fergus's progress on Radiant?
Currently sitting.
Why is he farming
600 gold away.
His backpack? Hey, he laughed at the same time. I still laughed at the same time as me.
Solar Guardian being used mid lane. Trying to get 4-4.
He's off.
Mind Flare used. Now we're gonna try to illusory overway. Gets the blink off from Pretzel. TP'd in alongside Kalair. TP from Skinner Belli as well. He has the exorcism available to him. Nice rebound. Some more damage coming in from Skinner Belli. He has to pause the exorcism, but it's a beautiful death ward from Calfee. And he gets the kill. And even with the Dream Coil coming down, I think it'll be too little, too late for the Dire side. Certified Journal getting a lot of damage in with the Rolling Thunder, but now he's on the way out. Skinner Belli does get that kill. Exercise Enjoyer picks up the puck as he makes his way into the fight. Has that Battle Fury. Skinner Belli, I don't think it's long for the world either. One more auto attack from the Ursa will do it. Double kill for Exercise Enjoyer, and it goes 4 for 2 in favor of the Radiant side.
Damn, it was looking so good, and then the fucking Witch Doctor came. Holy shit! What a hype fight!
Massive death ward.
And the Ursa with the haste, that's so unlucky, dude. The Ursa cannot do that without haste rune.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Honestly, just roll better RNG. What can I say?
But then, did you see the what's it called? Did you see how the Pango was dying to the EXO? Like, it's really one of the few like good answers to Pangolier, because even if you're mid, right, everything, it's you still just melt to the AoE physical damage. Quite nice, quite nice. I like it.
Yep. I'm in agreement. Okay, an exercise enjoyer. Playing vision games with Pretzel.
Bro, Ursa, please farm your Battle Fury, please. I'm farming
in trouble, so they're already up in 1 second. Orgus. Continuing to push here, but the rest of the team's coming in.
That's so
Can advance
bad.
courier goes down. Dino Cat though. Damage on forward. In comes the Solar Guardian. Doesn't quite get the kill. Skinner Belli making his way into the fight. And take it down the Shadow Shaman.
Did you just burp?
18 seconds on EXO. I'm actually not sure what the TP idea there was from Skinner Belli is. Without EXO, I don't think TPing into that fight makes a whole lot of sense. 7 seconds remaining. Still have no Shadow Shaman, but looks like they're raring to go. Invest in the Roshan pit. Finds Calfee. Invest gets some damage. Goes on the Voodoo switcheroo, and Dino Cat makes his way into the fight. Gets the impale off. Calfee barely surviving, but ends up going down to the Radiance as the Dream Coil lands onto 2. Pretzel, though, gets the dispose on a Dino Cat. Cannot get the stuns off of the Spike Carapace as the Yule Scepter being used on Pangolier. Silence follow-up from the Death Prophet, and 4 just gets the double kill.
Yeah, this is what we're looking for. This is what you're looking for in these fights. Like, 5 heroes together, just death ball it up. But I really don't know how fast this Rosh is gonna be. How long do we have left on EXO?
We have...
Oh, enough time. It becomes really slow sliding down though. They could 100% contest this. Yeah, it looks rough.
Gonna have to. Pangolier's back up. 10 seconds on the Dawnbreaker ulti.
Dude, the Dawn, like, so sad. No Ags. So sad. I think the puck dies there if Dawn had Ags. With the Knicks.
Dino Cat though, doing next things.
Oh my
Gets a cone
god.
one support, just the good old Vendetta Impale Mind Flayer combo. I keep saying Mind Flayer instead of Mind Flayer.
What? I heard the exact same thing. What did you say?
I keep saying Mind Flayer instead of Mind Flare.
Oh, yeah.
Which, you know,
This
just
next
couple
level
orders get on my
11.
mind, you know?
Yeah. Ursa sitting on a 6 timing right now. It's a little bit slow, but
Tower is under attack.
Aegis and Blink.
Exercise Enjoy, getting some damage on this TT tower and bin lane. Claire. Just forward, swashbuckle, the blink in from Exercise Enjoyer. I don't know what you're doing as a Shadow Shaman there either.
Animal.
Blink
Fucking
revealed by
animal. This is
Exercise Enjoyer though, almost as this BKB.
this guy was my teammate and bought Midas and shit in my game. Like Midas and AFK farm on support. And then he feeds like this. So good.
Support to just, obviously. Skinner Belli going down a kidnap van.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Why pussy out? Finish the tower. No? The fuck?
A spout of vitality.
Now someone at a 5k gold lead is the Radiant side. That's also building in a BKB and then Skull Basher. Infest on the Ancient Black Dragon, but decides against completing the bomb. As in fact, somebody did set them up the bomb. That's an old internet joke. I feel very sad that that did not land.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I was looking at something. Sorry.
Never. Don't worry about it.
I have to go in a bit.
Understandable. It's old school mistranslations of games. There's like a someone set us up the bomb. Was one such mistranslation. Vendetta up his Dino Cat. Doesn't spy out Pretzel. Instead, sees the rest of the
They see him. No?
Calfee on vision.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, peace out. Thanks for letting me co-cast.
Dire's
cook
top
time.
tower is under attack.
How long is the cook time, do you think?
Radiant are scattered.
What are you cooking? Ideas, thoughts, things, stuff. I can never tell what's going on in the mind of a color caster. They will tell you eventually, but
Under attack.
sometimes it's not enough. Trim Cola being used and Solar Guardian coming down on top. Should be enough to kill Pretzel, and does. Still a stun lands on the kidnap van as the exorcism comes down. The shackles have ended. Silence on 2. Dual Scepter being used here, but there still is a lot of damage coming in from the Spirit Siphon, and Certified Turtle comes in with the Rolling Thunder. But meanwhile, Forge trying to get on the kidnap van, gets the stun onto the puck, and the follow-up from the Witch Doctor. It's enough. Double cover Exercise Enjoyer. Excuse me. Beautiful cask turnaround, following up the stuns there. Triple kill for Exercise Enjoyer now, but that fight was all Witch Doctor once again. Calpy carrying the team on his back there. As my co-caster has gone away, bravely ran away. I am all alone. We'll just be doing the first game of this match, I think. As, even though I have been staying up at this time recently, my body is telling me I need to sleep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Solar Guardian. Use follow up, gets the Marcy. 14k gold lead. So take a look, 69% in favor of 25% tax.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They continue to push their advantages.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gorgeous. Spots out Kidnap Van, but who's actually spotted out whom? As he goes away. Kidnap Van now, setting. Contemplated Sanj and Yasha has something coming on the courier here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is just some TP scrolls though. He's going to the Assault Car House next item.
Dire's
Certified
middle
Turtle
tower is
being
under attack.
spawned by Forgus. Gonna have with the open wounds. Certified Turtle though. Gonna use the Rolling Thunder to get away. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to cut the cast here. I'm just getting way too tired. I will see y'all at a later date.
Is under attack.
The rest and the lack of sleep is getting me right now. Sorry.